coming to you, sir. We want to know your experience of shooting this larger-than-life movie. We want to know from you because you can also give us some history lessons we have seen on the internet. So, want to know that from you.
Hi, everybody. Like Ravi, I also have a connection with Delhi, but closer home. My wife studied here and lived here all her life. So I was compelled to like Delhi even before I got here. She'd tell me stories about food, about the places, whatever she did here. And once I came here and I realized it was all true. It's one of the most nicest places I've ever been. This is a wonderful film, which all of us are so proud to be a part of. This is something that's happened like in the 9th or 10th century. It was then. And it's based on a book. I think Karthi will be the best expert on that, so I'll skip that part. I think all of us have very interesting characters in this, and I'm doing my dream character in this called Aditya Karikalan. You would have seen him on the horse. That was me. I don't know if you recognize me now, but that's me. And I've always wanted to do that, do a role that's princely, and look regal, and look beautiful. And how much more spectacular can it get than when it's done in the Mani Ratnam sir's movie? And it's another dream come true for me, and I'm so proud to be a part of this wonderful film and working with such a lovely, accomplished star cast. Thank you guys for being here.
Hi sir, you've already worked with Aishwarya before in Ravan. So how it was to like reunite with her again, and that too with the Mani Ratnam film. How was the experience? How do you define her as your co-actor?
I think India has some of the most beautiful women in the world, and proof is that we've gotten almost every beauty pageant. We've won almost every title. It's been going on for years. And in fact, actually, incidentally, I'm sitting on stage with three. I think you're Miss Chennai, Miss. Everyone knows her. You're also Miss India. So that's another thing for this movie. But the thing is, all of them, they've been fabulous, but I don't know why. She's always stolen everyone's heart, and with due respect to these two people here. Every time, there have been many women who have been queens, but Ash has always been symbolic of that picture of perfection that we always look up to. And I really didn't know. I mean, I've seen her films, I've watched her, and I think it wasn't just about beauty, it was what she stood for, how I've always felt she's been under a microscope. It's so very difficult being her. She's constantly being watched, constantly needs to be perfect. And let me tell you, she has done it in style. Like the first time I ever saw her she hadn't even got the title yet. I told her the other day before yesterday. I was in the crowd, I was still a struggling actor, I think, or hadn't even gotten it. And as she walked in, suddenly the cloth got caught in her leg and she stumbled. And I thought she's going to fall on her face. She stumbled, she did a couple of missteps, then she gathered her poise, came back and did the routine, whatever she was supposed to do. And there were so many of them, and it struck me, this person she's going places. I sensed that in her, the confidence, the poise, the grace, and she did become whoever she became. But what was nice is anywhere you go, even in Chennai and South India, even till today, there will be jewelry stores, there will be sari stores with her picture. It always is that. And finally, when I got to work with her, I saw the other side where she was professional. And I was lucky. Actually, it's 3 films with her actually, because I've done Ravan in Hindi too, where I was paired opposite her again. And I like the way what she puts into a character, and it's very difficult. Now she's actually in this movie it's even more difficult, but now she's a mother and she needs to spend time at home and she needs to give Abhishek his time, I'm sure. And in spite of all that, get her lines straight, and Aradhya, and she's growing up so fast, and and she's still under the microscope. And it's such a scary place. They always say, right, it's lonely at the top and it's very scary. And Ash, it must be so scary being who you are. But it's so nice being with you, working with you, and enjoying that chemistry that, I don't know, somehow both our films, I think, we exude a kind of chemistry which, it's very organic. We've not really worked at it, but all our fans usually keep saying, it's so nice to see you all as a pair. And the only thing is I never get her in the movies. They knock me off.
They are
So
such exciting, different characters to play each
yeah, but
time.
how
I
many
think
times do I have
that's
to
what-
die for you, Ash? Please.
Here we keep them guessing, no. Here let them go and figure out.
And the other person I have great chemistry is Trisha. And with her too, one film they knocked me off. Why is that? I don't know. I think they like you.
And now you're my brother.
Now I'm her brother. I think I kind of like this too. But working with her was that. And what I liked most about her as an actor is like I study my character a lot. I'm very focused. I'm very persistent. I'm very committed to what I do. She's so meticulous in what she does. In every shot, I'll watch her. She'll ask Santosh, is this the range? And then she'll adjust her sari. She'll adjust. And even if it's dirt, Manisha will say, okay, come, ready. I'll go roll in the dust and come off. Ash will get that one piece of stone, she'll keep it there, and she'll keep a straw, and the continuity will be perfect. No, not a millimeter this side, not a millimeter that side. Then the hair is just that one strand, no, not that hair, not that strand, the other strand, and stuff like that. And then when you see her dance, I mean, I competed with her when we were acting, it was obviously, but the thing is, in Hindi, when she was doing that song, I didn't realize, I was in the shot, I was holding a glass of wine, I think, and she's dancing, and I was watching her, and shot was running, and suddenly I realized, I need to do something. Oh yeah, like I actually literally, I think that's the only time I've ever forgotten myself in a shot. That's an honest confession. She dances so beautifully. It's beauty in motion. The music in motion, the way she dances. So, I'm also, obviously one of your fans, and it's such a great pleasure to work with you, Ash, and it's so nice to see you again embody all that in your role in Nandini, and all of them have very strong roles. We have strong roles too, but the women are so empowered, and Nandini, I think, like how Kundava is so strong, Nandini again is a very, very strong character, and she's not the antagonist. To be very honest with you, Pooja, she's more like, hi Pooja, everybody knows you. Me too. There's no antagonist in this movie. I think Sir will agree with me. It's more about, it's not even about grey. I think everybody is justified in what they want and what they want to achieve, what they've lost, what they've been betrayed at, and they fight for it. So all of us have a reason to be who we are, and all of us are flawed in a way, and I'm most flawed in this, and it's so nice to do something like that in a Mani Sir's film, because he gives you that opportunity to explore and to try something very different. Every film that he's done has been so iconic, and it's been so very, very, very different. The South, we call him the Steven Spielberg of India, and he surely is that. I think he's on par with him. He tries to do something different every time, and every time he hits the bullseye. And every time, what he does to the actor is so very different, what he expects from you and how he brings it out. He never goes to an actor and says, do this. He'll tell them who they are, what they've done. He's told me scenes from my childhood, it's not there in the movie. And he'll inspire me to bring out something. And in Ravnan, it was, since I had 10 different characters playing in my head, we had a field day. Every scene was, let's try this. No, let's make him more melancholic. Let's make him more pensive. No, he can be aggressive. Can he be vulnerable? So we will try the whole scene. And sometimes we'll reshoot that same scene again in Hindi or in Tamil, because we would have blocked something that was really exciting. So working with him each time has been like working in a, like being in an acting workshop.